we thanked Simmons Bank just a moment ago. I want to bring Chris White up, who's with Simmons, to say a few words about today's announcement and their sponsorship with Little Rock Touchdown Club.
Thanks, RJ. Am I on? Yes, thanks, RJ. Thank you all for being here today. Definitely another special year at the Little Rock Touchdown Club. Go ahead. So as you all know, David's always in charge. So thank you, David, for getting it to where everybody could hear us today. Do appreciate everyone being here. Fantastic day, beautiful day, a little bit cooler than last year, obviously. There is a fantastic lineup that David will share very soon, but I want to thank not only Little Rock Touchdown Club, all of those of you that support it as well, over 500 members, probably the best touchdown club in the region, if not the country. I think of a few words when I think of David and this club. I think discipline, I think of commitment, and I think passion. And so a lot of those things that David has instilled in this club are the same things that we take pride in at Simmons Bank. So just a lot of similarities in how we do things, how we run our business, and how we want to be a part of the community every single day. So without any additional time, I'm going to give David the mic, but David, we thank you for the partnership over the years.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. How's that? Can you hear me? All right. Wow. What a, I've been doing this for 21 years, and the last hour has been, it's crazy as it is. You know, sometimes, you know, to get these lineups, I've been working for a month or 2 months only to get to the last hour and getting them. And then we had something new that's never happened before. We had a speaker just cancel just now, a high profile just canceled. So that's okay. We got it worked out. We're going to get it done. It will may be a little sloppy here at times, but it's a great lineup. That's the nature of doing this, and what a great turnout. Thank you, Chris White, for your support at Simmons. And as some of you may have heard, Simmons just had the touchdown club announcement today by making the announcement that George Macris was going to retire. And so he thinks he's just going to get in the back and stay out of the way, but he ain't going to do that today. George Macris, come up here. Come on down here, George. Come down here. Let's give it up for the retiring chairman and CEO. Here he comes. So, so now maybe we can at least get him to touchdown club meetings. You know, when we do have the reputation when you go around the country, other people go, how in the heck are you guys doing what you're doing? You know, how are you getting these people in and how you doing it? And it starts with George Macris, and it starts with Simmons.
Part of the success of the Touchdown Club. It is all attributable to this guy right here. So can we have a big round of applause for David? It has been our absolute pleasure to have this opportunity, and we look forward to being a supporter for years to come. Thanks, David.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, give it to George Macris. Maybe where's Rex at? Where's Rex Nelson? Rex here? Oh, he's the other way. I was about to say, maybe we'll let him, George, do some of Rex's weekend recaps. We'd like to do that, George? I do want to say it's great to be here at War Memorial. You know, there's something that's going to happen here that a lot of people thought would never happen, and that's Arkansas versus Arkansas State. And so Coach Broyles may not be excited about it. He may be rolling over in his grave, but it's going to happen here. So we're glad to be here at War Memorial, the Grand Old Lady. We appreciate their support. It's going to be a great game. 21 years at the Touchdown Club, we've really done a lot in just 21 years. For those who haven't seen, I hope everybody can see the monitor. Anita with Arkansas PBS is back in the back, and if we could, I want to show an updated sizzle reel that I send to all of our potential speakers who may not know about our Touchdown Club, and I want to give them a little taste from what some of the biggest names in football, college and pro, say about the Touchdown Club. So, Anita, if you have that, let's roll on that just to see what everybody else gets to see.
There are a lot of really good clubs in the country, but this is now considered the best touchdown club in America.
Wow.
The experience of stopping through Little Rock is just absolutely phenomenal. The people are so homegrown. Like, it's just, everybody is lovable, and it's just beautiful. And no place is perfect. But the hospitality that I was shown at this event, first class.
Yeah, I had a great experience here at the Little Rock Touchdown Club. Great turnout. Obviously, lots of football fans. Majority Arkansas fans. I saw a couple of Tennessee Orange jerseys and a couple of Colts and Broncos jerseys in the crowd. So that was great. But had a lot of fun with David up there on stage and hearing about all of the great programs that the Touchdown Club supports and the great awards they give every single year. My dad and Eli both spoken at it, and they told me what a great event it was, and I sure had a great time.
Great experience, wonderful crowd, a lot of Packer fans. I'm a little bit surprised in Little Rock that there's that many Packer fans, but they're everywhere. I don't know how many pictures I took, but to see that many people in line and that many people to show up for this event was special.
I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about it. I'm not jealous. They say, oh, you're jealous because of all the money. Well, I would like to make 35. You paid my ass $35 million. I'd have played better than Aaron Rodgers played Sunday. So, I mean, I wouldn't have mailed it in. I can promise you that.
I was concerned about being a college coach because I would have you on the death penalty probation within 6 months. But now that you're paying players, and I know a bank with $27 billion, I'd love to have the Arkansas job. I'll tell you that.
So what's next?
Well, I got to tell you this, though. Say, Coach, you got $17.1 million on your contract. We're going to give it to you. I said, what time you want me to leave and what door you want me out of, brother?
Well, I think the Touchdown Club does a great job because I asked a couple of people, and they do this like once a year. They said, no, I do it for the next 15 weeks, which is fantastic. And the crowd they have, I mean, I'm sure they had a great crowd for Ray Lewis and sure Brett Favre. So I think they do a great job.
Ohio State was undefeated. They're going to the playoff. They lost to Michigan. And their players, this is the next generation, their players like, I guess we got to go to the Rose Bowl. You know, I'm like, don't say that. You know.
Let me tell you something. I had an opportunity to go to a lot of banquets over the years. And here, I've had one of the best experiences that I've had in quite some time.
It was awesome, man. I mean, it's just a first class event. I've done a lot of these like over the years, right? But to have a crowd that is as interactive, that is as knowledgeable, that cares as much about the sport as we do was really fun. And I mean, it's always fun to kind of go to an area of the country that's as crazy about football as I am. So it made me feel very much at home. It was really a great experience.
And a heart's racing like this, and I grabbed Chris's arm. The play's right here, and I'm looking at him, and he's like, and I can't even talk to him. And he's like, what the hell are you doing, you know? And I'm holding his arm like this because I didn't want the other coach to see me watching it. So I stood like this, and Chris is like, I remember him going.
I mean, what an incredibly special event. The kindness that everyone showed to me, the reception, the energy in the room. It is unequivocally the best touchdown club that there is anywhere, anytime, and I will always say that, but just so thankful to the hospitality and really excited for the Razorbacks. I think there's a ton of excitement in the room that we saw today, and it's so warranted. So I'm just really, really thankful to have spent this time with everybody.
All right, how about that? So I hope one of the things you noticed out of that, I said it on the show this morning, one of the keys to our success is all of you. I'm just telling you. All the members, all the sponsors, all the volunteers, all these high-profile guys and ladies, they feel it. They feel there's something special about this group. I'm just telling you they do. That's why you got to bring the energy every week. It makes a big difference. And I just wanted you to see that. That's the biggest names in football talking right there, saying that. So I hope you feel good about that. Know that it's as nice as George is and points my direction. Everybody in the room knows it's all of us who do this. I can't do it without you. It's a teamwork effort. So I do want to recognize that. In 21 years, I want you to look at these stats real quick. In 21 years, Anita, if it may be too small to say, I'm going to read them off to you. In just 21 years as a touchdown club, we've had 21 Pro Football Hall of Famers, 29 College Football Hall of Famers, representing players and coaches representing 60 Super Bowl and NFL titles, 11 Super Bowl MVPs, 11 Heisman Trophy winners, 134 NFL All-Pro selections, 205 NFL Pro Bowl selections, 70 All-Americans. All of our coaches combined that we brought in have won 10,805 games, 47 college national championships, 358 bowl wins, and 210 conference titles. How about that? Those are the combination. If you could, you guys know I'll go through a little sponsor roll call each week at the meeting, and I won't go into as much detail, but I did want to recognize our sponsors who are here today. We've already mentioned Simmons Bank. George, we appreciate you, Chris. And Jay, I know, Jay, you're here already. You're ready to roll, Jay, next up, but I appreciate all you guys at Simmons and what you mean. Stevens, I know Curtis Jeffries is here, Warren Simpson, Kurt Bradbury. I know Warren Stevens, he's busy over at in the UK being an ambassador, but we appreciate Stevens being a sponsor and supporter of the Touchdown Club. Crane Automotive, Christian Crane and Chris Crane and his family. New sponsor, Midtown Plumbing, Jim Coleman and Kyle Jackson. We welcome them aboard. Wright, Lindsay, and Jennings, Judy Henry, Charlie Coleman, Antoine Phillips, and the whole gang at Wright, Lindsay, and Jennings. Double B, Steve Lytle, and Ed Light, we appreciate them. Oaklawn Sports, Wayne Smith, Zach Gillum, Chris Ho. I know Wayne's here with his son Dylan. Great to have you guys here all the way from Hot Springs. Sissy's Log Cabin, Bill and Sherry Jones. Summerwood Sports and Family Market Stores, David and Doug Hendricks and family. Roller Funeral Homes, Renata Jenkins, Bill Booker and their team. Another new sponsor, Arkansas Surgical Hospital. Thanks to Brian Fowler, their CEO, and an amazing group of doctors they have. Advantage Service Company, Kevin Brooks. War Memorial Stadium, John Latch and Mark Pike. Farm Bureau, Pulaski County, Todd Dennis, Stephen Reichard. Simmons Bank Arena, Michael Marion and Janet DeGeorge. Another new sponsor, Arkansas Spine and Pain. Scott Davis is the CEO with Dr. Amir Qureshi. We appreciate them. I'm telling you, we got 2 pages of sponsors. You got to have them to pay for all these people we're bringing in. 103.7 The Buzz, we're going live right now with The Zone, so they'll be going live. What other Touchdown Club does a live stream and a live radio broadcast, but the Little Rock Touchdown Club, so thanks to The Buzz. Twin City Limo, and Hatcher Agency. Greg Hatcher, couldn't do it without him. I think his son Lane is here today. Greg couldn't be here, but thanks to him and also Popeye, all his help with our picking up our guests. The Arkansas Democrat Gazette, Wally Hall and Amanda Copley. AY and App Magazines, Heather Baker, thank you for your support. The Doubletree, they are a great partner. We appreciate them. And back running all the computers and cameras and all that, Arkansas PBS, Anita, Brian, Tanisha. It's great to work with them. All the things you've heard aboard about PBS, they're on board with us this year. So we're really excited to be working with them again. They're first class. And thanks to them, our Touchdown Club team, Dwayne Duncan, doing our photography for 10, 15 years. Chris Kane and RJ Hawk, appreciate them. Rex Nelson not here today, but he's been with us since year one. Our amazing volunteer team, we've got the best group of volunteers in the country. Nobody touches it. And our executive director, Debbie Wam. Let's give a big round of applause to all the sponsors and everybody. Could not do it without everyone together. All right. Here we go. You guys ready for the lineup? Now, listen, it's hard to talk. It's hard to be better than every year. So I don't know if this is better or not, but I know we've got some really good ones. I did have a couple little drama there at the end today, but that's okay. It's still going to be a great year. So first, let's start you know what I should have thought of? We should have had some music. We should have had to Remember the Titans running here. I should. RG, will you hum? Will you hum that? There you go. Thank you. We'll just have a little background. All right. So you guys know we always bring in 4 folks every year. The head coach of the U of A, which is Sam Pittman, he'll be coming in Monday, August 18th. This will be his 5th visit to the Touchdown Club. Great to have Coach Pittman back. Got a tough year ahead, tough schedule, but excited that he sees this as we're appreciative of that. Monday, September 15th, Hunter Yurchek will make his 7th visit to the Touchdown Club. So 7 times. His visit down here will be Monday, September 15th. Butch Jones, Monday, October 6th. This is his 5th season at ASU and his 5th season to the Touchdown Club. And then Nathan Brown, who always does a great job from UCA, Monday, October 13th, 8th season at UCA, his 7th season coming to the Touchdown Club. All right. So this next group, we have our annual 4, and then we have all of our additional guests. So we're going to start work our way up to what I believe is the crescendo at the end, who I'm really excited about having. First we're going to start. I thought it would be great to have a combo of 2 of the Razorback greats that played together. They overlapped. They dealt with 2 different kind of coaches, Danny Ford and Houston Nutt. Their names are all over the record books, but really excited on Monday, November 10th, to have Madre Hill and Anthony Lucas together. One of the greatest running backs and one of the greatest receivers in the history. Of course, Madre is a successful businessman, and Anthony is still winning championships over at PA. So excited about that. That's Monday, November 10th. Monday, November 17th for the Texas Week versus Arkansas. One of the most respected college football coaches in the country, and one that has been to Little Rock before. So one of the things I try to do, y'all, is try not to bring back guests more than once. But every once in a while it calls for it, and it works out, and we like who they are. This is one of those guys. He won a national championship as head coach for the Longhorns in 2005. We had him here last in 2018. He'll be the speaker for our Ken Hatfield Sportsmanship Award. Mack Brown of University of Texas and University of North Carolina. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame as well. On Monday, November 24th, we have not had this guy back in 10 years. He's one of the classiest guys I know, one of the greatest offensive linemen in football history. Outland Trophy winner, All-American in college, one of the greatest pros to ever play. Played in 3 Super Bowls, winning 2 of those. He's a College Football Hall of Famer, named one of the greatest Washington Redskins of all time. Great to have back to the club. Mark May, everybody. Mark May, formerly of ESPN. I think our next guest is the ultimate compliment to our club that this gentleman would take the time to be a part. We've sort of set a tradition years ago of inviting this position, sort of like we do with the Razorbacks. But when it comes to college sports, this speaker is one of the most powerful men in the country. If you think about it, he was last year in 2019. So we do this about every 5 years. But on November 4th, Tuesday, Greg Sankey, the commissioner of the SEC, will be coming to the Little Rock Touchdown Club. The fact that he's taking that time means a ton. Monday, September 29th, one half of one of the greatest running back duos of all time. Razorback fans know his name very well. He actually helped start College Game Day with Lee Corso, not Kirk Herbstreit, but this player. He was receiving NIL before it was called NIL. And, of course, we had his teammate here last year, Eric Dickerson. Of course, I'm talking about Craig James of SMU and of the Patriots. So we'll have him on Monday, September 29th. This next guest is one that's really out of the box. My girlfriend tipped me off to this. This will be one of the most unique guests we've ever had. I've spent literally 5 weeks negotiating to get her here. Some of you probably some of you ladies may recognize her name. Some of the guys you may not. Her name is Kelly Finglass. Kelly Finglass was a member of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders from 1984 to 1989, where she was the first cheerleader to be invited back without having to go through customary audition process. But what she's known for, since 1991, she's been the director of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. They've been on CMT for about 15 years, but the last 2 years they've been on Netflix. One of the hottest shows in Netflix is the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. So on October, I think it's October 20th, the Tuesday, Kelly Finglass of the Dallas Cowboys. I have not requested any cheerleaders yet. I have not. I might. We'll see. Depends on what Jessica says. Next up, I'm really excited about this guest. On Monday, October 27th, this is the only time we could get her because her schedule is so full. As you hear, I've said she for the second meeting in a row. One of the best award-winning broadcasters in the business. She's been doing it for 30 years. One of the hardest working broadcasters you can find. You name the sport, this broadcaster has probably covered it. Her schedule is exhausting. We're fortunate to get her. It's ESPN's Holly Rowe. Holly Rowe. All right, next for the week of the historic Arkansas versus Notre Dame game, I wanted to bring in one of the Fighting Irish greats to give us some input. This particular player won the Heisman Trophy in 1987 with Lou Holtz as the head coach and went on to become one of the greatest in NFL history. He's in both the College Football Hall of Fame and the National Football Hall of Fame. He was last year at the Touchdown Club 10 years ago. He is a class act. Tim Brown of Notre Dame and, of course, the Los Angeles Raiders, Heisman Trophy winner. Next, I thought it would be appropriate. What's behind me here? There's nothing behind me. I just see you look up, so I wonder. There was one year where the players were put on the screen before I said them, so I was just making sure I had done that. So I'm excited to have this guy back, and not many people know this, but this particular player was at our first year's meeting as a high school senior. And he's been with us we've watched his journey go from a high school senior here at Pulaski Oak Grove to become one of the greatest players to ever play the game of college football. He was a two-time Heisman runner-up. This year he's going to be honored at the Texas A&M game with a special patch. We thought it'd be great to bring him back and honor him in a special way at the Touchdown Club. Darren McFadden, everybody. Yeah, some may not remember, but we did a high school banquet the first year, and he was a senior in high school. So we've had him 2 or 3 times, and he sort of feels like, hey, listen, if you guys keep him back every 4 or 5 years, and I thought with him being honored that it would be a great time to do it. All right, our last 2 speakers, one of the greatest and most dominant players to ever step on a football field. It's not even debatable. It's a fact by all who have studied the game would agree. Just like last year's 3 guests, Brett Favre, Ray Lewis, and Eric Dickerson, this player was chosen on the NFL's 100-year anniversary team. He created a new style of defensive player, one so versatile he could dominate with a pass rush, stopping the run, or dropping back into covers. He was a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL and 2-time Super Bowl champion. Just like Michael Jordan is known as MJ, this Touchdown Club speaker is also known by his initials LT. Lawrence Taylor on Tuesday, September 2nd. And last but not least, we have already moved this meeting for our last speaker that I'm going to announce. It will be the second meeting after Coach Pittman. We've already moved it to the State House Convention Center like we did for Peyton Manning or Brett Favre. That's the kind of crowd we're expecting. Just like Lawrence Taylor, he's one of the greatest to ever do it. As a matter of fact, he did it as both a player and a coach. As a matter of fact, he's the only man in the history of the game of football to win a national championship in college as a player, then as a head coach, then also going to win a Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, he won two Super Bowls, and the best part, he's coming back to where it all started because this coach was a Razorback player and assistant coach. Of course, I'm talking about Jimmy Johnson is coming back to Arkansas. All right, so we're the only touchdown club in America that meets 15 straight weeks. And so every week's going to be interesting. We'll see how all of our colleges around the state do and our high school players do. We can't do it without you. All you sponsors, thank you so much. It's going to be a fun year. Thank you for being here. We'll see you in a few weeks for Coach Pittman's meeting. Thank you, everybody. For the first time ever, we're going to have tickets on sale for both Coach Pittman and Jimmy Johnson now. So if you want to buy tickets now for Jimmy Johnson and Coach Pittman, $115. You can buy tickets for Coach Johnson. We haven't done that. Usually it's meeting by meeting, but a little bit different this year. Thank you, everybody.